Welcome to the show, Skids Podcast. I'm here as usual with Tim Gage.
That's me.
And Kevin McNichol.
Am I Tim Gage today?
I don't know. Are you?
I'm Shane Kopke. Happy Halloween, everybody.
It's Halloween? Oh.
Yeah, that's why we're dressed up, dipshit.
I dress this way because I'm dressed for the fucking election.
Oh, yeah, that's coming up.
I was on my way to a sex cult meeting.
Yeah, well, Kevin forgot to change. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Which is actually funny because that's how your first Halloween costume was. You just forgot to change out of work clothes.
What was that? Eyes wide shut type thing?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Oh.
I still think with the fucking the whole robe thing, you should have painted your face green and just went as Dark Kermit. It would have been great. And you should have went as Dark Kermit Omega version and just had a cucumber that you would pop up every once in a while as his
Know what I'm
dick.
saying?
This is my.
That is one of my favorite.
This is my massive cock.
That is one of my favorite things from Omega.
I love those ones. They're so fucking
Miss
funny.
Piggy loves
Where
it.
it'll be like
in deep.
these two chicks sitting on there and they're like, "Oh look, it's Kermit. This is so innocent," and then you just lean back. And they'd be like, "What? What are you doing?"
One of them said, "I eat frogs." He's like, "You ever had a vegetable too?" Pulls up a fucking cucumber and it's his dick.
Yeah. Kevin, do you get it? The cucumber's his dick.
Oh my God! Really?
Last year, I don't know if you guys remember, those that follow us, Shane graced us with a costume where he dressed up like me. And this year, I dressed up like him. So
I don't get it.
I got him good this year. Because he's
100% straight.
Tim, you actually look like you're just eating a person.
I am. That's how I got this costume. I ate a baby's head.
That fits your profile.
Yeah, that's why
the
I'm
mother
so big.
must be horrified.
Tim, actually,
I ate a baby.
Actually, speaking of profiles, can you turn to the side and show us yours?
baby back, ribs.
Yep, as sad as I thought.
Yeah. He's going to be a hockey player someday.
What, the baby you're holding?
Yep.
Oh, speaking of hockey.
He's a big.
Oh, we got a topic that Shane likes.
Well, look,
What a
I'm
surprise.
just glad that fucking hockey has started up. It's been, almost a month in.
Sports season, man, and everything's starting
I
up.
can't follow the other ones, man. Not anymore. When I was a kid, I could. I liked basketball in the 90s. Bores the shit out of me now.
I don't like any sports, man.
I just don't think it's as good as it used to be. And then football, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, sports have sucked for years.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
ever since liking hockey, I look at football and I go, it's too slow.
Nah.
Fucking thing sucks.
I get that.
And you don't mind hockey, though.
No.
Kevin,
Hockey's
you don't have to
entertaining. I
agree
just
with him.
am not really. I just don't watch
You
it.
can pull
No.
a stick out of your mouth.
No, he's. I know that he. 'cause
Told you I'm from a sex club.
Did you ever play hockey with us when we played?
I think maybe once back
Once
in
or
the day.
twice? Yeah, probably over at Jake's house.
Yeah. Street
Yeah, we
hockey.
play street hockey, Tim.
Up on the roof of the Quickie Mart or whatever.
No, that would have been great, except it wasn't a Quickie Mart.
It was the quick pick mark.
The quick pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And then they sold cigarettes to a child.
Hey, man, can I get a Gatorade? No.
I like it. He's like, I'm a break. The guy gets up there and beats the shit out of. No, throws the ball.
Yeah, that's what happened.
They only brought one fucking ball. That pissed me off. I'm like, you're on a roof.
Chops him with a fucking hockey stick
My
out.
girlfriend sucked 10 dicks in a row.
No, she said 34. I
34 dicks, yeah. In a row?
think. Yeah. Who was it that said? Was it Randall that said in a row?
No, it was just some random guy.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was in
that's
there.
right,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
After the argument or something in the store, she's like, well, fine, I'm going to go suck another dick. Dude just
Yeah.
kind of follows her out.
He follows her out to the parking lot.
Dude, that is. Are the other two good? 'Cause I've seen parts of the second one.
Yeah, the second one's
Clerks, too.
got some
Yeah.
good stuff in it.
Yeah, I liked it.
I didn't see
What
three.
about three?
Rosario Dawson
Well,
dancing
Rosario-
was fucking awesome, dude.
She's
Yeah.
fucking
Woo,
gorgeous.
she was hot.
She's still hot, and she's like what, 50?
Yeah, you get to see
Yeah.
her minge in I can't remember the one, but you see her shaved vagina in a movie with her in God damn it!
Maybe it's a stunt vagina.
no,
Oh,
it's
wait.
really her full
Is
frontal.
it Alexander?
Yes.
Yeah, with Colin Farrell.
No,
I know what you're talking about, right?
not Colin Farrell.
I thought Colin
my
Farrell was
fucking God, the guy
Alexander.
was in Jesus. Boy, oh boy, this is one of those nights. I got Shane brain.
And you're taking a picture. That's good.
I don't know why
you're
I'm taking a
retarded.
picture either. That's why I was taking cock pictures earlier. I wanted to see if
Oh,
I
yeah?
had Shane's dick too.
Wow, you would have.
It didn't work.
You would have really impressed
Nothing there.
yourself.
See that? No, it's the actor that was in that played all the multiple personalities in that Shyamalan flick.
Split. Yeah,
McAvoy?
it's McAvoy. Yeah.
McAvoy and her. And
Oh.
he said somehow he really thought a shaved bush looked really nice. He was a con man or something like that.
Ah, I haven't seen that one.
And Rosario Dawson.
I remember when Mr. Skin was like a big thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Does that even still exist?
Yeah, I assume it does.
Trance is the name of the movie. Trance.
Tim, did you ever look on Mr. or know who Mr. Skin was?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it tells you the exact moment in a movie when
Yeah.
you get to see a actor or actresses.
Well, it's mostly
It's usually
actresses.
actresses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
naked.
like he's a dude and not into dudes.
Well,
I don't even know that it
there are
has
those
the
of us
other
that
one.
would like to see Henry Cavill's cack.
Okay,
I'm just saying, how would you not want to?
I mean,
I
And
don't
he's,
want to.
he's probably the least likely to ever show it, too, from what I understand. He hates sex scenes.
he's a kind of actually like a nerd in real life.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah. He's a big Warhammer 40K nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a huge nerd.
I think that's why women
Speaking
love
of
him even more.
speaking of a
I
huge
agree.
nerd, this
He's
is one
cool.
thing that I forgot about. Pull up the article where they're fucking talking about J.D. Vance, his magic deck that he played. They were fucking
heard about
ripping on him
this.
for that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he chose a
used to play
fucking cheater
Magic
card,
cards,
basically.
No, it's Yawgmoth's Bargain.
Oh, yeah, they said
from,
this
like,
card-
1997,
Yeah,
98.
they said that the card says a lot about him as a person.
Yeah,
some
it's
shit like that.
ridiculous.
Like,
But,
fucking
look,
stupid.
when it was out, it was legal in whatever it was, type 2 or whatever the fuck it was, like Tim's diabetes.
I'm not Tim. I'm Shane.
Yeah, I think the rest of that blob behind it says otherwise.
See, look, it says J.D. Vance plays Magic the Gathering, and his favorite card could reveal GOP candidates' dark political ambitions. It's a fucking Magic card, you stupid
They're
moron.
pulling out all the stops, aren't they? It's down to the
Look
wire.
at that shit. Yeah, they really got nothing. These
So-
people are
so
stupid.
the card-
Look at them all laughing
His
like,
shit's brown. Oh my god, this tells us what he's going to be like when he's the vice president.
So the card's called Yawgmoth's Bargain. He played it when he was like 13, right?
Here it is right here.
And Yawgmoth's Bargain, I mean, it is a super powerful card. Skip your draw step, and you can just pay 1 life to draw a card, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, he was.
I remember
he did
this card.
Yeah, he did an interview talking about Magic, and they were like, "So why did you quit?" He's like, "Well, I don't know. When 15 comes, and you playing Magic doesn't get the girls."
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, "Yeah, so I
that's-
quit. I
Which
could
it
get
doesn't.
girls."
Yeah, no shit.
So yeah,
Story of your life, huh, Shane?
actually, I didn't play until well after high school.
Yeah, that's when the pussy stopped.
Tim, what if it never started?
wow.
How sad.
Did we just get an admission here?
No, but I find it funny that they would attack him on that. They're also
They'll attack on anything.
but they're also
Anything.
attacking him on the fact that they think that, well, everyone's going to think what a douchebag because he played Magic, and it's like
Actually,
there's actually a lot of fucking people
That
that
makes
play
him
it.
more relatable,
Yeah,
actually.
that's the thing.
That's
you
the thing.
At least he didn't grow up in a middle class family
And work at McDonald's?
Yeah, and
God,
struggle
yeah.
and
The McDonald's
he knows
that
the
she never
challenges
worked
of
at.
what it is and all that other nonsense we keep hearing.
Well,
It's just
and then
fucking
I
overplayed.
think someone
dude.
posted a picture of Kamala, and they're like, "See, it proves that she worked at McDonald's," and it was just her head photoshopped on another body.
Yeah, I saw that too. That was ridiculous.
Like-
On a white girl, no
yeah,
less.
yeah. It's pretty
Oh,
hilarious.
I know, and you know what's even more fucked up? The white girl. I looked
She's dead.
into this. She died of cancer, and that picture was her obituary picture.
Oh shit.
That's
Oh, shit.
fucked
I
up.
didn't know that. That's
mean, yeah.
fucking great.
That is pretty
Oh my
sad that
God.
That's
that's why there can be no
fucking low.
repercussions from that.
that
Oh,
is
yeah.
pretty sad though that your highlight is working at McDonald's.
It's even sad as your legacy
I know,
is left
right?
on vice president
Yeah.
is using your photo to Photoshop her face on.
And usually when people
Yeah.
Photoshop some famous person's face onto a body, it's usually naked.
Yeah. Well,
Usually.
we could get into well, no, we shouldn't get into
Yeah,
that.
let's get into it.
Well, there's a guy that got arrested for. Oh, this is so bad.
What
I
is
don't know
it?
If I want to continue this
Go ahead.
conversation. He will
Look,
use.
is it as bad as the whole cadence thing?
Yeah, it's up there.
Okay, let's go.
Because he will. He got arrested for child pornography. I don't know
Okay.
if we can say that on this or not.
Yeah, you can say the word. Yeah.
So,
Or just
but what
say
he was
CP.
doing is he was
Yeah,
actually
CP
creating
works.
child pornography using AI. Family members would send
Fucked.
pictures of their children, like uncles and dads, and would send pictures of their children to him, and he would manipulate the photos to make child
For
pornography
them to see.
for them to, and then
Oh,
sell it
dude.
back to them.
That's messed up.
Man, who's the worst one in this?
Right,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Yeah, exactly.
And the guy, they interviewed him in jail, and he's like, "Yeah, so I'm getting paid thousands of dollars to take these images and use an AI program to create these child pornography, and usually it's the dad or it's the uncle or it's a family member. It's like 90% of these are family members. Sending these
I mean, you do got to realize that, like, statistically, when it comes to like child murder, child
it's
rape,
someone in the family.
It's someone. Family,
it's disgusting,
or someone really
or
close
super
to the
close
family.
to the
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
But it begs the question
It's
also
crazy.
is like the legality of it. It's AI.
Well, that's what I
generated.
was gonna say. The legality of it. It's hard to like. What do you
Like,
how
who's
do you-
the victim here?
Well, there's a company that makes sex dolls out of like I think Japan
Yeah.
that are children.
Oh my God. No.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Let's get
again,
into a dicey conversation.
well,
I don't know.
of
Hey,
course.
pull that up, Kevin.
I'm gonna pass.
You know what I mean?
Maybe we can do this without a visual.
I mean, I could
don't know
just
why I brought it
go
up, but
into
that's such a fucking
post-election
it's
mode right now.
Such a disgusting, I don't know, avenue to get into to make it a business out of. But at the same
Well, yeah.
time,
But what do you do to the legality side of it? That's
right?
the thing.
I mean, the guy's obviously in jail for it for possession of child pornography, but
how? That's the thing. How is it?
it's AI
that?
generated.
Because it's AI generated. It's not real.
He doesn't have actual photos of these children.
They weren't technically victimized.
Yeah.
However,
Do
it's
they go
still
after
putting
the
them in a
family
light
members
that,
sending those
you know,
sending that information in and retaining those images
Although,
back?
I think though that there have been some successful cases of women who have brought like exes to court that have done that have made AI versions of them.
Well, I heard
And I think it's because of the likeness. It has nothing to do with the legality of the porn
Right.
itself.
Gotcha.
I think there's some teachers doing that with students as well.
Jesus.
Like, yeah, and believe it or not, this is kind of related to. There was a in a nearby town. They found these buttons around from a graduation party that had a kid on it in a bathtub, but that had been superimposed into a superimposed onto a stripper pole.
Because superposed sounds like
What?
a weird sex
Yeah.
act on its own.
And so you got a kid that's in a bathtub, made by the parents and handed out to other students.
Seriously?
And
What
said,
the fuck is
Well,
wrong
you
with
guys-
people?
and
dude?
the thing is, the parents were okay with it. The student that it represented was okay with it, and the police didn't know what to do about it because
Everybody was okay with it.
Yeah.
That was involved.
Well,
isn't that fucked up though?
so
do you guys
fucked up.
remember like all the controversy that was happening on YouTube at one point, where it would be like parents that would do bath time, and they would just turn off the fucking comments because it's all just creepy.
Yeah,
dudes saying-
that's what I fucking mean,
I
dude.
heard about
and they
shit
would
like
make
that.
millions of dollars off of their
Yeah.
children, basically
Exploiting their children.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they would also be like, "Oh, my kid opening up presents," but they would have them like
Dressed
like, topless
straight-
or whatever.
Yes,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
And
Oh
because
my
they're
God.
underage, it's
Yeah.
like it's fine for them to be. You know what?
Yeah.
It's like
and there was a bunch of those channels.
yes,
I remember
there was
watching,
one that was huge.
Yeah, I remember there was like
which
a
is
news
crazy.
thing about it. And it was.
I learned about it like listening to like podcasts. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
what
they
the
were talking. Yeah,
fuck?
like I know. What was
I
it?
came across this on TikTok.
Yeah, I think.
Well, that shows more about your algorithm.
That's
well,
what I'm saying.
I think well, Tim Pool and someone else were talking about it on one of the.
See, I learned about it
podcasts
on
they did.
Legion of Skanks.
Yeah,
They were making fun of it. But,
yeah. Well, I mean, how can you not make fun of it? But
It's
it's still
fucking,
fucking
crazy.
twisted. Yeah.
Well, because that again, right there, it skirts the line of what's legal and what's not.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
It blurs the line as much as possible. There was the dude in fucking Oregon that because legally speaking in Oregon, there's no law against walking around naked.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what I mean. Yeah, you
There
can
was a-
expose yourself
so-
to children.
so there
and
was
there's
a
nothing
guy-
wrong with that.
There
Oh,
was
it's like as long as you're not like fucking hard, right? Or
Yes.
something. Yeah.
As long as you're not aroused. It's
or
fine.
touching yourself
Yeah,
inappropriately.
yeah. But this guy knew the laws, and when bus time would come in the afternoon, would
Hey,
go
kids.
outside naked.
Jesus.
Wait. Hey,
Yes.
kids.
Right, see, I wouldn't do that, Tim. Good try.
Wait, let's see.
Good try.
There we go.
It's a good attempt.
Shane, what are you doing?
I don't sound anything like that.
You do when you're talking to little
I got
kids.
something
I
for
go,
you.
I go, hey kids, what are you doing?
Hey, I got something for you. It's real
Yeah,
tasty.
I
You
sound.
kids like popsicles?
All of a sudden, I sound like I'm an asshole from
I'm
New
a
York.
little kid too.
Niagara Falls.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know. It just the word
Why
just
did that
sounded,
sound good to you?
it sounded good, the New York accent. Niagara Falls.
I'm now
You
having.
not wrong, but at the same time,
I'm now having
a little out of there, bud. But yes, that will be used again.
I'm now having less of a problem with what you're doing, and focusing all on this Niagara Falls nonsense.
Niagara
Niagara Falls.
dude?
I like that.
They're eating the dogs.
Did you ever get a hold of that other podcast?
I sent a message to him, email, but I haven't heard back yet. Hey guys, hit me back.
Just to
Got it.
chat.
Got it.
Your biggest fan. This is Stan.
God, I hope someone hits him. I really do. I hope one of the guys from that podcast just sees you on the street and just socks you in the face.
I don't even know if they live around
I don't care. This is my fantasy, and they do.
They teleport in and just boom. How
You
dare
know,
you
right?
email us, even though we asked you to email
Between
us.
you burping and blowing into my fucking face, and her stank ass breath blowing in my face
I don't
as
think
well.
I've burped and
Little
blown
garbage
out.
mouth.
Blowing in my fucking face. It's so fucking foul. God, you guys fucking stink. You and your steak burritos, dude. Jesus, that's what I should put.
They're
Put in the
so
other hand.
good.
This is a fucking muchas gracias steak burrito in this
Yeah,
one.
and then I would have just fucking eaten it. I would have been like, yeah, bring that hand over
This
here.
is so good in my belly. Oh, let's go a little
Yeah,
lower there.
why is the belly-
Yeah, that's a good burrito
You're
too.
not very good at this. I don't even.
I'm working. It's a character in progress, but I tell
It's
you, by
not
the
a
time
good
I'm done,
character. The
it's
character
gonna be
is terrible.
fantastic.
It's not.
Would you like to come to my sex dungeon? Hey ho.
God, seriously, you should have painted your face green. Would have been great.
Well, we all have ideas.
But yeah, no. Me being dressed for the election, we could get into. We live near where arson has been happening.
oh my
yeah.
God! Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Thanks for bringing it up.
So
Yeah, it's fucking great. This is one of the reasons why I was
Made
like, wow.
national news.
Well, like I got the idea to dress like this for the show, and then like 2 days later, I hear that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I'm like, well, probably it makes more sense now.
Shit's
so
hitting the fan, man.
here in Vancouver, Washington, Clark
and in
County,
Oregon.
and in Oregon and Multnomah County,
They
there have
believe
been
that they're
some-
actually both linked.
Connected.
Yeah, and
That's what linked
apparently
means.
the car, there was a car seen on camera, and it's the same car, I guess.
A vulva,
A vulva?
a dark-colored vulva.
A
It wa-
vulva.
Wow. See, now you're just going into the character of Tim.
Was that the labia model?
Yeah.
The labia model.
A vulva.
A labia model vulva.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep your eyes out for a dark-colored vulva.
But yeah, so we got
Yes.
the
Keep your
ballot
eyes
boxes
peeled.
have been set on fire, and it looks like they think that the person
It looks
who
like
did it
arson, guys.
was an
I think it's
experienced
arson.
was an experienced metal worker and may be planning additional attacks.
Well, they
of
actually got a
course.
suspect too, huh? I didn't know they had that.
They have a profile.
They have a
I didn't know
profile.
that.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
the same thing as a suspect.
They said the suspect is a white male, age 30 to 40, who is balding or has very short hair. Police previously said a surveillance video showed the man driving a black or dark-colored 2001 or to 2004 Volvo.
Nope.
Thank you.
S60 Volvo. The vehicle did not have a front license plate, but it did have a rear plate with unknown letters or numbers.
It's an alien
Well, I was going to
spaceship.
say, is it an alien language? The
It
incendiary.
was in Arabic.
Okay, this is how you know it was a leftist. The incendiary devices were marked with the message "Free Gaza," according to a law enforcement
Well, that's how
official
you do it.
who spoke to the Associated Press
Reminds
on the
me of
condition of
Guy
anonymity.
set himself on fire, free Palestine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude pulled a gun on him.
Yeah, dude, when we watched that video, that was so hilarious because it was like, "Stop burning yourself,
Yeah.
or I'll shoot you."
Yeah.
Put it down now. Put the fire down.
It's like, what the fuck is gonna happen?
I know.
First off,
Drop it.
First off, he's not responding because he's dead.
Drop the fire! Put it down! It's so stupid.
You're gonna hurt someone else, sir.
I mean, he's dead.
Are you having a crisis right
You're
now?
gonna scuff up the pavement, sir.
I think this guy is having a crisis over here.
Puts a round in him.
It's like, that'll get the fire.
Stop throwing fire!
Oh, this fire's tougher than I thought. I'll have to shoot it again.
I'm calling in for backup.
So,
This one's out of control.
Fucking Hellfire
So-
missile comes in.
looks like
Apache backup.
so out of these ballot boxes, there were hundreds of damaged or destroyed.
That was the
ballots
one in
at the top of the
Vancouver.
box. That's the Vancouver one.
Majority.
The
of them.
Oregon one, 3 ballots.
3 ballots.
And
yeah.
they were
So-
able to identify all 3 for.
I think they've been able to identify most of the ones in Vancouver.
I'm not
but
sure.
they also tossed out a message saying that if you use this in this time frame,
Right.
come in.
Yeah.
Let us know, and we'll check to see if yours is accounted for. I thought there was supposed
So
to
we
be
can find out
secret
who
ballots,
you voted for beforehand.
and then we can change it later.
we can change it later for you.
Well, here's the other thing.
But you
Or
know,
change your
obviously,
mind for you.
only I gotta say this though. I knew this was either
What is it?
Antifa or some other leftist idiot that would have done this because, well, let's just be honest. Trump's winning,
Well, and also,
and they're starting to freak out.
here's the
He's
thing.
killing it. The swing
He doesn't
state.
like Puerto Rico.
No, that's Tony
yeah,
Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, that's yeah.
And Tony Hinchcliffe is also a comedian.
And also-
who made a comedic joke.
I'm just saying he's
And-
got some against Puerto Rico,
and-
and that's a huge constituency.
but he doesn't actually because
what word are you looking for?
Constituents.
constituents.
Constituents. Constituents.
So actually, Tony
You need a
Hinchcliffe.
thesaurus.
His joke was actually referring to the fact that the Biden administration is not letting Puerto Rico burn or get rid of their garbage that are in these landfills, and it's like the landfills are literally like overflowing, and it's literally caught.
I think
yes,
you're incorrect there.
No,
It's actually
that's 100%.
Trump hates Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I think Tim's right on this
And
one.
his words were coming out of Tony
Yeah,
Hinchcliffe.
and he actually told Tony to say that. It's like,
said, "Tony,
let's really get
of
this
course.
group fired up. I want you to bag on Puerto Rico. I want you to tell them how much they are trash. I want them to know that we're going to...
The wall just got 10 feet taller.
'Cause you need a wall when the ocean's blocking it.
Yeah, that ocean's not working.
No,
We're
he's
gonna
like,
need a wall.
Tony, I can't say this out loud myself, but you as a comedian, you can say it.
They're both gay.
That Tim and Kevin are both gay.
So while we're
Thank
on
you,
the
fellas.
They're
subject,
both gay.
while we're
I
on the
can't do it.
subject,
My opponent's
Tony
gay.
Hinchcliffe has definitely
Dude, a
caused
lot
some
of people
backlash.
were like,
They're a
first
bunch
off,
of fucking pussies that
First
can't
off,
take a joke.
most people realize, hey, this guy's a comedian. He's making jokes.
Yeah.
If these jokes were said at the fucking what is the presidential one that they do every
John
year?
Stewart actually backed him up.
yeah,
Because it's a fucking
Well,
comedian.
Be-
He actually laughed. Like,
all
that's
the
hilarious.
no, apparently
Yes.
all
and
the
actually,
show.
and actually, it was I watched the set. It was funny.
yeah, and apparently tons of Puerto Ricans are coming out saying like we thought it was funny.
Yes. Because they're like, hey, haha, we get
the
it. You're a comedian.
Yeah, and this one
Now, if he
Puerto
came
Rican
out
lady
as
was
a politician and was like,
Right.
we need to get rid of Puerto Ricans.
yeah. But like one of the Puerto Rican people were saying, this lady, she was
Come
like,
on.
she was like, the only people that are offended by this are white liberals.
Yes.
You
And they're
know,
usually women.
Yeah,
Well,
usually
Just
women.
saying,
like
it's
the women of the
generally
View.
speaking,
Yeah,
in
you know?
defense for Tony as well, like a lot of people who didn't know who he was,
Well,
now do.
They also put him up there as Kill Tony.
Yeah.
That's actually how they labeled him.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, we have a comedian, Kill Tony.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's his show. And the Kill Tony part is referring to he's Tony
Yeah.
Hinchcliffe.
It's no better
Never
press
mind.
than that, though. The guy is
No, of
the
course.
guy's like, he's going to skyrocket.
And
And the
actually-
thing is, he didn't say anything so crazy
Well,
that you'd be like, oh,
I
that
th-
didn't come.
I think
He
it's a
said
comedian.
far worse.
I think we actually
Yeah,
have video
well, he got in trouble for it.
of the actual.
Oh,
joke.
really?
So we're gonna watch
set?
all of it.
No, it's just
Oh.
Is absolutely wild times. It really, really
How's the
is.
volume on that?
And
Probably come up.
you know, there's a lot going on. Like I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally
It's fine.
a floating
You're good. I
island
got it.
of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah, I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay,
That could have
all
landed
right.
a little bit better. But
Okay, we're getting there. Now, again, normally I don't follow the national anthem, everybody. Exactly. A perfect comedy setup.
that's true.
So
yeah, it's-
here's a little backstory on Tony Hinchcliffe. He literally bought a fucking Corvette and got a vanity license plate that says "I roast."
yeah.
That's
That's what he does. He's
Yeah.
a roast
He's a
comic.
damn
man.
good one, too.
Yeah,
but
very
that's
good.
that's probably the gayest thing I've ever heard. It's pretty gay, but he also gets a lot of shit because a lot of comedians call him gay.
Oh, because his voice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's hilarious. There was a guy that
Too
went up
ugly.
on Kill Tony and then did a Tony Hinchcliffe impersonation in front of him that was spot on.
Nice.
And Tony's just like, God damn it.
Yeah, I see a lot of his videos coming across my.
Yeah.
TikTok
The
pages.
show-
It's
Tony's
hilarious.
The show's good.
I love the show.
I guess it's the number one rated.
It's a gong show type
It's-
thing
it's
as
the-
well,
it's
isn't
super
it?
popular,
With a panel,
yeah.
and they all basically just make fun
Somewhat,
of
but
the-
it's the number one rated live podcast. 'Cause
Yeah.
they put it out live.
That's
when they initially put it out, right? So what the idea behind the show is, usually there's 4 panelists. You've got Brian Redband and Tony that are on it every fucking
They're
week.
the regulars, yeah.
And then they'll usually have 2 to 3 other panelists. Like, you'll get comedians like Joe Rogan, Ron White, the Legion of Skanks were on it once, and just various other comedians will be on it. And what they do is they pull a name from like a ball or whatever.
I think it's something like that. Or it's like a raffle.
Bucket.
Bucket.
They use
Yeah,
a
it's
bucket, right? And then when they pull your name, so a comedian will go up there and they get 1 minute to try to get see how well they're doing.
And some of these people are comedians, and some of them are just random people.
Well, there was a guy
that don't have any real experience.
There was a guy at Madison Square Garden that he was like, "No, my friend just told me to put my name in here."
Yeah.
And got called up. Never has done any fucking anything.
Yeah, there's a lot
I
of
think
people
went up
that
there and
have
did pretty well, which is
So
crazy.
he does a lot of shows at Madison Square Garden.
He's done 2, I believe, all sold out.
That's no shit. It's
Yeah,
fucking-
dude,
It's
sells out
like I
like
said,
crazy.
it's the number one it's the number one comedy podcast.
Yeah.
And they say that they say if you sell out Madison Square Garden, you're doing something right.
Oh yeah, dude,
You made
who
it.
was it?
You
Louis
made it.
C.K. Didn't he do 4 nights in a row sold out?
Oh, I believe it.
And
Yeah.
I think
I
the
believe
first one to do it though was Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, Dice.
Because he was the
Oh
first.
man, he was huge back
Well,
in
he
the
was
day.
so
yeah.
different than the rest of the comedians because he was more of a rock star than a comedian
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah, he's very arrogant, but that's what made him so
Dice
good.
Man.
Well, that was the character.
Yep.
You got to remember that he's Andrew Levenstein? No,
Yeah.
what's his real name? It's not Levenstein.
I think that's what it was. I think you had it right.
But anyway, Dice used to be a character that he would do in the middle of the show,
Right.
and then somebody
Just like Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh yeah, no, that was a character that he would call into a radio show with, and then he started doing it on stage, and then I forget somebody told him like, why don't you just drop the rest of
just
it? That's
evolve to that,
killing
yeah.
it. But yeah, what is it? What is his real
It's
name?
been dropped from the internet. He bought it out.
Type in real name after Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh, I was gonna.
Silverstein.
Is it Silverstein?
Yep.
I think you're
Yeah.
right. Andrew Dice Clay death.
He died, dude.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
still
Andrew
alive. Longer
Clay.
with us.
Andrew Clay Silverstein is his real name.
He's a good writer too. He had those poetry books that were really nice.
Dude. Well, that's
Where the
what I mean.
sidewalk ends.
Yeah,
and-
he's still around.
So that's what I mean. Yeah, you're
Light in the attic.
What was that guy? Shel Silverstein. But that was what I mean by rock star, because he would have all the fucking the nursery rhymes that he would do, and people would be like,
Hickory dickory
do those.
dock.
This
Yeah.
bitch was sucking my cock.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
You'd say that in the kindergarten playground and all that shit. It was great.
Dude, I remember
Had all the kids
Yeah,
rolling.
'cause it was right around the not kindergarten. It was probably right around first grade. Yeah, right in that time frame.
Well,
we
once
start
the uncle
hearing that
stopped
shit.
touching you.
That's got to happen first, right? You got to move on from that.
Too old.
You're like, man,
Yep.
cool. I reached the ripe old age of 6.
Yep. Moving on
Finally,
to
I
your
can
little
get out of
sister.
here.
Retirement time's right around the corner.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
That's really good, Kevin. That sounded fantastic.
Yeah, you did a pretty
How'd
good job
you do
there.
that, dude?
The funny
I throw
thing,
my voice.
the funny thing about that too is like I remember people would make fun of Alex Jones for that. He was partially right. The chemicals that they were putting in the water ended up fucking making the frogs change sexes.
Yeah.
Because amphibians can do that.
Yeah, they proved that in Jurassic Park, I think.
Well, yeah, but dinosaurs weren't amphibians. They were like the precursors to birds.
That's true.
So says you.
Or science.
Then why did they have jelly shells?
What are you talking about?
They had gelatin shells.
No, do you know what they did with that, with the frog thing in
Gelatin
there? They used
shells?
frog DNA to make the fucking, like, eggs.
That's right.
And then they also used it to fill in the gaps of the fucking DNA that they couldn't fucking recover.
Yeah, and the eggshells were gelatinous.
Look, for 2 idiots like us, that's enough explanation. That's all we need.
That's
hey,
all I needed.
we did stuff. We put goo in other goo, and it's fine.
Chickens
You
are
need
the
to shut up.
ancestors of the T-Rex.
Why'd you do it almost Trump-like?
I don't know.
That was really
He's losing
stupid.
it. You're losing it,
Yeah.
man.
You've lost it.
You're never gonna catch me.
I'm
You-
tremendous.
No, you're not. No, you are fucking not. But speaking of Trump, he went to McDonald's.
He did indeed.
Yeah, you didn't think I was going to start it this fucking early, did you?
Really-
Oh well, here we go.
Find
We're-
it.
Really
dipshit.
dumb way to start the show, but yeah, it's fine. We'll talk about Trump
Dude,
going
there
to
was
fucking
there were a lot of people that were freaking out about it.
McDonald's trumps.
there were a lot of people freaking out about it and then being like, "Oh, it's a closed stage." It's like, what are you
Of course
talking
it
about?
was. He's a fucking presidential elect.
No, it's all. Just let it be open. Nobody's fucking tried to kill him
Yeah,
twice.
it was like, oh,
almost
man,
three
it's
times.
No
fucking-
shit.
yeah, fucking. No, but he's just gonna randomly walk in, fill out an I-9.
I want to work
apply
at
for a position
McDonald's.
there.
Yeah, he
Oh,
goes.
sure, come on
It's
in.
my
He's like,
favorite
hey,
restaurant.
look, I need to fucking come in and I look. This president thing might not work out. I need to have something to fall back on. Do
Jeez.
you think I could deliver fries to people? That's
After
not-
ridiculous.
paying all this money for all these lawsuits, I'm going to be
That
pretty
guy
broke.
next
I'm
to him
going
in
to
the
need a
picture,
job.
look at how high he's high as a kite.
the kid next to him. Of course he is.
Okay, I don't know who this old cat is, but I'm having fun.
He's like, why did somebody's dad fucking have like
Weed every day.
have like Alzheimer's and just walk in and think he worked here? What's going on?
It's a senior citizen reach out program.
Yeah, he's like, man, I don't know. This old guy came in. He was kind of cool. He had a lot of people with him though. It was really weird.
Yeah.
People patted me down too.
I'll bet that was a fucking all hands on deck situation
Oh,
for that group.
yeah,
that must
for
have
sure.
fucking sucked
For
for,
who?
the
Like,
crew.
Nobody
Oh.
say
The
anything
work
stupid.
crew, yeah. The ones that weren't allowed to be there that
If he
day.
gets to be president, you
Oh
know,
yeah,
put him
no,
in
that's the
gulag.
thing. Immediately they're like, which ones are the ones that you think?
Ernesto,
should
you
be
got to
here?
stay home today, bud.
Yeah.
Maria, we don't need you to come in today,
Yeah.
sweetie.
I'm sorry, we can't have a pregnant lady at the fucking job. It's not. It doesn't. It's not a good look.
Terrible image for McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's make sure they're all white and young.
I want to work the fry counter.
All right, you're not doing this anymore. Stop it. Okay? Because I have this button, and it stops you completely. So let's keep going. Let's go.
But no, he
Nope.
You're
it
going
looked
to the
like he was
gulag.
having a lot of fun with it.
To
at
the
least, you know, but
gulag.
at the same time, yeah, it was a PR stunt. But of course,
Yeah,
of course
that's what
they-
it was
they do,
supposed
but
to be.
everybody loved it.
But you got to remember, this is what's
Some
done by
people been out of shape.
this
Some
is
people,
this
yeah.
is what's done by presidential candidates every fucking time they run for office. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Remember, what was it? Was it Dukakis that rode around in a tank?
In the tank, yeah.
That was a
that'd
bad
have been
look.
Badass, dude.
That was a bad look though at the time.
Yeah, the helmet on his.
Yeah.
I guess the helmet
Oh.
like made his head look small or some shit like that. I
Yeah,
don't
dude.
forget.
Well, that was also back when like
Well, I don't remember Dukakis doing that. I mean, I don't remember much of Dukakis.
well, yeah,
Nobody
that-
remembers
that was,
Dukakis.
That was like 1990
Oh,
or
yeah.
89. I
Was
think
that
it was
what
I think it
89.
was 89,
Bush,
yeah.
Bush and Dukakis?
Actually, it was before that, 87 because
the first
he went
George
from
Bush?
that to 92.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that was
sounds
87.
right.
Yeah, first Bush.
Yeah, all right.
But the thing is, the reason Bush Senior ended up winning the whole thing because he was the CIA director.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, he was a guy that because that was back when like those types of optics mattered the most. Because now nobody gives a shit. Like
Nobody
people are
cares.
getting interviewed by people that have like fucking facial tattoos.
Bro,
you know,
That's true, yeah.
So,
They're going on podcasts
Dude,
when they're blowing fucking...
the next presidential
uh,
election, Carrot Top will probably fucking run and win.
all right, well that was a good joke.
Well, I hope so.
It wasn't a joke. It was just like that's how ridiculous things have
Yeah,
gotten.
it's going to be Camacho
No,
and all that
that was
shit.
a joke.
I'm just saying, like it. That's how silly shit has gotten.
Is it, though?
We'll get some
Carrot Top's a
dumb
pretty
motherfuckers.
yeah,
good
he
candidate,
seems
you know what I
pretty
mean?
Serious to me.
I have to say,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I love his foreign.
it's
policy.
not a
he
bad
doesn't have any
choice
props.
right now, Kevin. I mean, nice attempt at a joke, I
I-
guess.
I
but, you
say
know,
what we do
maybe
is-
the joke's on you, pal.
I
Oh,
say
no.
I say we just dig up Gallagher and put him out there because he had political views.
Or
that would've
Carlin,
been good.
you know what I mean?
Carlin would be
Now,
better.
Carlin would have been awesome.
I mean, I don't know. He did have all that hippie stuff at times too.
I wouldn't mind it.
Fuck you! I hate hippies. Yeah, I hate your smell.
He'd be a
I
hell
know,
of a
but they'd
debater.
legalize the ganj, dude.
He'd be a
yeah,
hell of a
Trump's already said he would do that too.
So did Kamala, but she's just said just for the black people.
Yeah.
What? Did she really say that?
She
I
straight
hope
up
she
is
fucking
using
said
it.
that.
Yeah, she's straight up using it as a bribe for black voters.
For black
What?
men. Yeah.
Like, hey,
$20,000 and I'll legalize weed.
Yeah.
that seems crazy.
That's why all the
For the brothers.
a lot of
Sounds
the-
like you're
a lot of
lying.
the black. No, it's true. The black voters are pissed
Doesn't
off
sound
about
like
it.
you're lying.
It ended up back.
Come on, man. Go ahead.
Kevin,
But hey, George
I have
Carlin would be a great debater at the presidential debate.
he would be a master
yeah,
debater.
He'd rip people apart.
Huh?
It'd be fucking awesome.
All right, never mind.
No, you tried, but there's a D in there.
Well,
so
he's
mass
stupid.
debater. Mass
Mass-
debater.
Master debater.
Master
Master debater.
Master debater.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna come.
Yep,
Master debater.
that's what happens.
Yeah.
You get
My
people to
dick's so
come.
big it could double as a goddamn backhoe.
I don't think he ever said that. I'm just gonna go out on a limb.
I think Biden did say that. You know what I mean?
Look, there's way crazier shit that he said than that. Like,
Yeah, a lot of it.
oh
we
yeah,
didn't-
the kids would run their hands through my hairy
we
legs.
never Corn Pop was a
fuck?
bad
That
dude.
one was fucking
you know?
weird.
Why would you say that? First off, if that
know
happened,
these truths to be
why
said,
would you
brother.
say that?
All men and women created by go.
You know the thing.
You know the thing.
True
Corn
should
Pop
not be under
was a
pressure.
bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys.
He sure did.
Did he say he
What
like
the
fought him with a
fuck?
chain or something?
If it holds near and dear to you that you
He just gives up.
like to be able to.
You know what? This actually
He just gives up.
This actually reminds me of Kevin when he's doing the fucking conspiracy corner and we're in the background.
We just won't let him finish
No,
it.
and he's just like, I gotta start over, guys.
Yeah, that's why I stopped doing those.
Aw,
You still have one.
those are my
In
favorite.
the fucking chamber,
I
too.
miss them so much.
We do.
And our
Yeah.
audience misses
It's not
them
really a
as
conspiracy.
well.
It's the fucking karate one.
Oh
I
yeah,
think the
yeah.
last
the
one, though, it
bullshit
wasn't
martial
really
art-
yours. It
yeah.
was Shane's. He kept fucking butting in with his information about the conspiracy.
That
it
was
was
only
like,
on one of them, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't.
ridiculous.
It wasn't
that was
even
the
bad.
wasn't that the Federal Reserve one?
it was a terrible one.
It was the one about the.
It wasn't Kevin's
Titanic.
conspiracy. It
Oh
was Shane's.
yeah, but it involved the Federal Reserve.
Yeah, was
right?
it William Randolph Hearst? Or no, it wasn't him. It was another guy. JP
Regardless,
Morgan.
it was
JP
dumb.
Morgan.
That's it, J.P. Morgan. Yeah.
It was dumb.
It wasn't dumb.
Poorly put together.
It was not poorly
Because it
put
had
together.
Shane's hand in it, and it was
No.
awful.
You're a cunt.
I'm just saying, Shane's input is terrible.
Why don't you do something?
I did do something, and you guys didn't fucking hear me out at all.
Yeah, because we didn't like it because you do things poorly.
It's true.
What? The fuck was that for? You just did that poorly.
I know. That's why I
was
get
a-
the sound button.
That was a great example.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid?
That would have been way better.
Yeah, I know.
Why aren't more people intelligent? Like me.
Like me.
Right, me.
Oh man, that
Yeah,
is.
we're having a day, guys.
That is-
I am so fucking. I'm disheveled. You
No,
know,
that's fine.
My house is in
You're
shambles.
the saddest guy I know.
Yeah,
I'm
his
having
house is
such a
falling
fucking
apart.
rough week. My refrigerator leaked water all
running.
over my kitchen.
You better catch
Because
it.
Kevin fucking apparently Kevin pissed behind it the whole time he watched my house.
All right, wait. We got to preface this.
I was just guzzling water the whole time.
We've got to preface this. Tim's fucking living room and his kitchen are fucking like
Flooded.
torn
Yeah.
apart, right?
Yeah.
And he's got fans running to fucking keep the flooding out of the.
It's called remediation right
Right.
now, in the remediation process.
So when Kevin walks in today, Kevin watched Tim's house like a week ago.
Yeah, it was about a week ago. 'Cause
Yeah, right.
I took the kids to Great Wolf Lodge. We had a great time. It was a lot of fun.
And of course, Tim, when Kevin walks in, Tim's like, "Look what you fucking did to my house, dude." Like I'm now fucking dealing with all this shit.
Kevin
And-
didn't know that my house was in
No.
pieces. At least I don't think I told him.
No,
anything
because
about
you
it.
sent
No.
me stuff, not the group. So Tim was sending me pictures of the house. I'm like, oh my god, that fucking sucks. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, his refrigerator water was fucking running and just soaked everything.
Yeah, water damage like really bad.
But the best part is Kevin comes in and he sells it to, and he could have kept this going and it would have been a great show because of it. Because it would have been all this tension from Kevin being like, fuck Tim, he's being such a dick to me. He's going to try to make me pay for his house. And Tim's already sad, so he wouldn't have, his demeanor wouldn't have changed any.
$12,000 fucking dollars, Kevin.
And so it would have been great to have this, and I would have just kept it fucking going and just fanned the fucking flames.
His face drooped when
Yeah.
I first started.
Like,
it was
huh?
pretty good.
Then
It wasn't like this when I was here.
then it turned into me mentioning going like because Tim's got cameras and shit. None inside though.
No, that you guys know of.
Okay, so that's the
got
point I was.
monitoring equipment
That's
everywhere.
actually the point I was making. I go, hey Tim, from one of those cameras we don't know about.
Yeah.
You could see that Kevin's just been pissing behind the fucking fridge the whole time. He did 3 days straight of just pissing in there, getting his fucking fiance to come over. Hey, grab the bucket. We're just gonna start dumping it. And then you see him parading in homeless dudes to just.
We
take a
will
shit
piss behind your
it.
refrigerator again.
Yeah, I'll give you $1 if you fucking piss behind this fridge. I would have had to piss anyway.
Not to
I'll
mention
pay
there was,
you to do it.
Not to mention there was quite a bit of furious masturbation.
Oh
Going
my
on.
god. Oh
You know
my
what?
God. That's why the bed's so.
You need to put a black light back there because that could actually
I have
be real.
one. That's just it. It's fucking awful. Looks like what's the name of that artist with the fucking
Jackson Pollock.
Jackson Pollock all over the fucking place.
So
dude.
here's the thing. This is an interesting thing. There's been some documentation on Jackson Pollock that was a CIA fucking plant.
That
Yes,
he
that
was?
we did that to fucking
we did a
confuse the shit out of.
conspiracy about that.
We did that to confuse the fuck out of Russia during the Cold War.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, we
They
talked
had
briefly about it, but it's
Jackson
an interesting.
Pollock make paintings.
They artificially, the CIA helped artificially prop him up as an artist in
I
order
see.
to confuse the fuck out of Russia and make Russia go, why the fuck is that art? You know, and to like, I don't know, I don't know what the end goal of it was to maybe just make them make them now start going down that road to see if like that would fuck up their
Like screw up culture.
yeah. Like they've already done to us that actually worked.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
did.
changed anything over there.
Yuri Bezmenov, look him up.
Yeah, that was a fun one. You know what? We might have to just do a yearly Yuri Bezmenov episode.
We probably should. That's something to keep in mind.
That's actually not a bad idea. Maybe we do that on the New Year episode every fucking year.
Or just revisit it every time as an annual thing. Every time we've done that episode. Annually, we revisit that same one.
I'm saying what
but
we
I
do.
say we try to dumb it down because
It's hard to dumb down because it's pretty. It is kind of
the
complicated.
thing is his accent makes it really hard to understand him. Honestly, because I'm terrible with accents.
We just do everything in like every other letter is capital.
That would be.
And then we can be like,
beneficial.
oh look, we've gotten to the people on Reddit.
But it's frightening how what he was saying is literally coming into fruition.
Yep.
Yeah.
Verbatim. Is
And
that
he
the correct?
was talking.
Yeah.
He was
And
talking.
it's
not,
so
not
obvious
technically
now.
verbatim because there have been some slight differences. But
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
talking about, however, though, that the places that you start this are the universities.
Yeah.
And
That's
the universities
exactly where it
were-
started.
And it definitely has taken a lot longer than he was saying because
Yeah.
he said that it would take between
20 and 30 years. Or
I
something
think
like
it
that?
was.
Well, they weren't-
I think
they
it was
weren't
like
expecting
15
Trump.
to 30
15
years.
to
But
30
yeah.
years. Yeah.
No,
It took-
no,
it
it's not
took
even
a little-
Trump because
yeah.
they started this program.
Yes, it was.
That's the thing. You're a retard. They started this fucking program probably in the 60s.
They did.
So if they started in the 60s and we're in 2024, almost 2025, that's taken
And
how
it's
many years?
65
to-
years.
Holy shit, he got it right.
And it started really getting
64,
noticeable
but
in
whatever.
about it started really getting noticeable and stuff at like 2014, 15. That's
No,
when
you
it started to.
you
At least I started noticing.
You started
things
noticing
then.
on the campuses, I would say probably late 70s, early 80s.
But it's
Oh yeah. No, I meant like it was spilling out more into
And
the society.
It started getting more
yeah.
and more like that, though, when we were in school, when we started getting like the no tolerance shit and all this other
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that was part
well,
of
that's
it.
maybe they hadn't implemented it until recently. That's
No.
just it too. Because
No, he was
look
talking
what it's
about-
doing to families right now. Like especially
Right.
with this upcoming election, it's
Tim-
literally
Tim,
tearing families apart.
look at what Yuri Bezmenov said back. He said this back in like 84.
It was like it was mid 80s.
So
Yeah.
when he said this, he was talking about how
It's
this
already
has
been
already been
implemented.
implemented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look, he was talking about look at the universities now, and he was right. They
Right.
were starting to get.
Flowers and barrels and shit like that.
No, that I
70s.
think you'd always have that.
Yeah.
I think you'd always have that fringe group, but because there's always going to be people against war. I get it. It makes sense to me.
Yeah, okay.
Well, especially the Vietnam War. That was the Vietnam War, the war that we got lied into. Like it
The
was
war in
literally
Vietnam?
It was literally a
In Nam.
conspiracy
The
to
war
get
in
us into it.
Vietnam.
The Gulf of Tonkin. That was 100% a real conspiracy that the government portrayed on its people.
Yeah.
To get us into a war we did not need to be in.
That's right. And then JFK fucked it up for him.
Yeah, and that's why he's dead.
Who?
Yeah.
JFK.
JFK.
The guy who's running for the presidential candidate?
Yeah,
No,
that's RFK.
Well, that's RFK Jr.
Yeah.
He's on the ticket still.
Yeah, he survived his assassination attempt where they blew his brains out.
JFK's not on the ticket.
RFK is
On what ticket?
on ours.
Oh.
Yeah, RFK Jr.
They probably did that to fucking muddy the waters. But what do you need to muddy the waters in Washington State
I
for?
don't know.
It's already pretty muddy.
Yeah. Well, it's not muddy. It's just already decided.
I thought he had
Yeah.
stepped out, but yeah, I guess you can still vote for him
Yeah.
or step down.
Well,
Oh.
I think that technically when he stepped back, it might have been too late for a lot of the registry.
it was already printed.
Oh, yeah, that's
Not that it was
no.
already printed.
Is that
but
he was already
that
on the ballot?
There's a certain date time where you can pull out or add yourself.
Or they get pregnant.
I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
Did someone
I
get
mean,
pregnant and pull out?
that's life.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't pull out.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. There's no pulling out.
Never pull out.
Yeah, he didn't pull out in
Wow,
time.
it's not fun.
And now the country's pregnant.
This damn cat is fucking driving me crazy. No shit.
He just doesn't want to. He takes it as affection.
Yeah, maybe that's where you get it from. You're like, oh, I like to be beat up. Actually, let's talk about that.
Nah,
Let's talk about that. Tim, what type of chicks do you tend to get matched up with? It's hilarious to me.
We were having a conversation about matching on dating. I'm on dating apps.
But it's hilarious because it's always the same. He'll tell me about it. And I'm like,
It's always abusive
what the
women.
fuck? No, it's crazy.
No, I seem to attract a lot of down and out.
Not just down and out, but they always either like have a husband already.
Yeah.
And you're like, but then they tell you like, oh no, he's fine. He's just staying here because it's cheaper on rent.
We have an open relationship.
Yeah.
Or,
well,
no,
what was the
it's
one
not
chick
working
that
out.
told you? She said that he was just living there because like it was cheaper that way.
Yeah, for now.
And then like a week into like you guys talking or whatever, you found out that like no, they're together.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, cut and run.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. But he seems to find it's like the same chicks, and all they're seeing is a picture of him, and all he's seeing is a picture of them, and it's like apparently
Somehow
just his looks is like, nah, he'll be into it.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's a bizarre trend. I'm starting to think that all women need a Captain Save-A-Ho.
I mean, that is kind of a
Well, it is 2024.
that
you
is
know.
kind of a thing though, the savior type complex that
Yeah.
you know. Oh, I
I,
can
know, I
make her
guess
better.
I give out that vibe, I suppose. I don't
It's
know.
fucking crazy though. Because you've described
Just
it,
on an image.
but you've described it so many times with almost the exact same scenario in it, and you're like, "Are you
That's
sure? You're sure it's a
crazy.
different chick?"
Yeah.
You're like, "Yeah, no, different chick. Doesn't look the same."
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't understand that. Like, I mean, I like crazy chicks too.
I used to attract crazy ones. I used to be into crazy ones.
No, I don't mind it, but they get old after a while.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know,
the drama becomes.
yeah.
just,
Well, if things are too intense early, it's probably a bad thing.
yeah.
Because that usually means you get the fuse is already lit and it's gonna fucking explode, and then it's just like downhill.
It's only a
after that.
matter of time.
Yeah, it's downhill after that. Not good.
No, it's just all women are liars.
They're all liars. That's true.
Yeah, you can't trust a goddamn thing that comes out of their mouth.
And they're not funny.
Unless
That's the
it's-
other thing.
You gotta give him that puck.
Wow, this is going great.
He does not.
This
wanna,
fucking cat is. Does
He
the cat
lo-
understand
he
that
loves the
Halloween's
camera.
right around the corner?
He loves the camera.
Yeah, but there was one time the cat
That's
just got up
Sammy.
here and put his asshole into the camera.
Saying, "Look, world.
Oh, you
check
didn't
it
have
out."
food for him. That's a problem.
There's food.
Oh. Oh,
There's a clear
dude.
spot at the bottom of it.
My cat's the same fucking. I hate it. It drives me nuts. I'm like, cat, literally, you have a full bowl.
Yeah.
It's just there's a little bit of silver in the
you
middle.
can see a little bit of the bottom of the bowl. It's an empty bowl.
You want to know
Yeah.
why?
I don't.
I'm going to tell you anyway.
Okay.
It's their whiskers.
Oh, their whiskers can feel it.
Their whiskers, when they feel the sides of it, they don't like it. Yeah, it's fucking dumb. That's why if they have water and it's too low, they just won't drink it.
I see.
It's dumb. It drives me nuts. It's like, cat, you have fucking paws. Move it, and then you're fine.
No, he's a peculiar one too. That's why there's no water next to his food bowl, because he likes to take his food and put it in the water and dip it first.
What is he, a
Really?
raccoon?
It's really fucking weird. And so
That's
after
a raccoon
about
He likes
thing.
to soften it up.
yeah, after about a week, the water dish is nothing but just soggy cat food
Well, I've been
and litter from him putting his paws in there, from his littery paws.
training
Sucks.
my dog in the backyard to like come to me and shit like that.
Yeah,
and,
that's
you know,
important
All,
that
that,
you learn
all,
at a
all
young
those little
age.
stupid things. Now she's taking the little treats I give her. I just take like a milk bone and break it up into like 4 pieces. She's now taking those into the backyard into spots and then just dropping them off because she wants them later.
Yeah.
Smart
they
dog,
like to
smart
do
move.
that.
Dude, and she buries shit in the blankets at the house. She buries shit out, or tries to bury stuff out in the kennel while she's in there during the day. She tried burying her favorite toy in it.
Yeah,
And I'm like, what do you do, dog?
she's claiming possession of it.
Exactly.
But the one thing that I do like is now I'll take her toy out of the kennel. I'll bring it out. I'll throw it a bunch of times. And then at the end when I'm like, let's go inside, she'll walk it over to the kennel and set it out at the door. And then go into the house.
Oh, that's sweet.
She knows
Yeah.
what the fuck, which is
Yeah.
weird. I'm like, oh, she knows that that's her
Yeah,
kennel toy.
That's her toy.
fucking
So she's
weird.
putting it back. Yeah.
Yeah, dogs have some pretty unique traits.
They do. They do.
Some individual traits that they
And they have emotions, Tim.
they don't feel fear. What? No, what was it? What was it? Guilt. They don't feel guilt. They feel fear.
I think some of
Guilt
them feel
doesn't exist in the dog's mind. Just fear.
Why
I
do
think
you
it
think
can.
that? I swear I've seen dogs show guilt.
They don't have human mannerisms.
Well,
Tim,
I mean,
Tim doesn't know.
They're not humans.
You're not human.
So the
You're
human traits that
barely
we
human.
the human traits that we have that tie into guilt aren't the same traits that a dog has for quote unquote.
But how would
guilt.
you know?
Well, because dogs aren't humans.
No, that's true. Understood.
They're not.
But you're not me, so I could say that you don't have the same things
Yeah,
that
but
I have.
statistically, humans have the same traits when it comes to
You
an
don't have
emotion.
emotions.
However,
Yeah, that's true, I
However,
don't.
dogs don't have the same trait when it comes to an emotion that a human does.
How do
Do you
know?
tuck your tail between your legs if you're scared?
Well, we don't have
I
tails.
do.
So your balls.
I don't want my balls to get hit, Tim.
to protect your nuts when
Yeah.
you're running.
I
Yeah.
need to protect my nuts at all times.
So I was
It's a
talking
cost
to
you must play.
a veterinarian guy about it because I thought that was pretty curious when he said that too. But no, it's when a dog looks like they're guilty. That's actually them being afraid. Like if they tear something up and you're yelling at them, it's not them being with their droopy eyes and their slouched shoulders. It's not them being guilty. It's them being afraid. That's fear. That's not
Well,
guilt.
but I've seen
Maybe
when
you're too
dogs have
heavy-handed
fear,
with
they
your dogs.
actually shake.
Well, huh?
Not they don't do that. Like I've seen dogs when they're afraid, they shake. They don't do what you're.
Yeah,
talking
but I'm
about.
saying guilt though. Like if you ever seen a dog that quote
Sure.
unquote is guilty of something,
Sure.
Yeah.
it's the same trait as being fearful of something.
I don't know. He's wrong. It's fine.
Well, that's what the vet told me.
Yeah, but
I
you
assume
probably
that a
went to
person-
some
a
sort of
person that's a
fucking.
professional at it would know more about it than I do.
I mean, maybe not. I mean, remember we did have doctors saying take the vaccine.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
you got an ear weasel or something.
Yeah.
You got
Oh.
ghosts in your blood.
Here's some cocaine.
It's just
You should
ectoplasm.
do cocaine about it.
It's just ectoplasm.
That is one of my
the
favorite
spooky
fucking
ghost.
memes. Have you seen that meme, Kevin?
What meme?
Okay, look it up real quick, could you? It's you have ghosts in your blood. Have some cocaine about it.
It's just how things were dealt with in the West.
Yeah, it's an old fucking those old school looking pictures they had on like Coca-Cola type stuff. Yeah, just type it there, right there, the first one. That's gonna 100% bring it up. Images.
Yeah, it should probably.
It's right there.
That's the first one
The
right
first
there.
one.
Right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you bring it up bigger? Does that go bigger? Open image, new tab. Yes.
Yeah.
Being an old-timey doctor would rule just drunk as hell like, yeah, you got ghosts in your blood. You should do cocaine about it.
I don't know why. I just love that.
Yep.
It's the same thing as that fucking one where it's got a baby on the fucking picture, and it says, just because he can reach it doesn't mean your baby should do cocaine.
I have to disagree with that.
Well, hey,
It's hilarious.
they did sell that shit just over the counter back in the
Well,
day.
Yeah,
it was in
that-
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Wasn't it laudanum back in
no,
the day?
No, laudanum was basically
Heroin?
opium.
Yeah, opium,
Yeah, it
that's
was like
what it was.
liquid opium, essentially. That people took it for headaches.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there were a lot of things. Oh, housewife depressed? Give her fucking Adderall or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
her
well, I
in the
forget.
head
It was
first.
different thing then,
No,
but it's
but
basically
it
the
was
same
cross
idea.
tops,
Yeah,
essentially.
Yeah.
They're like,
Lobotomizer, because that's the problem.
oh no, that
Oh,
was
yeah, that was the thing,
I think
too.
that was just before they just started handing out all the fucking amphetamines.
Yeah.
No, before that. So they had a period of time where they handed out a bunch of drugs for
She has
everything.
hysteria. That's
And-
what,
yeah,
what
yeah.
it was.
And
It's
then-
hysteria.
And then for like a 20-year period, they're like, nah, we should just scramble their brains.
Yeah.
And
it makes
then,
them a lot more tolerable.
See this ice pick?
well, they did it to mostly women.
Well, yeah.
They're like, oh shit, she's crazy.
Because they weren't real people.
They're like, oh, she's got
They
voting
were
rights. She's not going to
property.
need those.
Yeah.
Scramble
Well,
it up.
they did it to women mostly, but they also did it to mental patients.
The same thing,
Yeah,
Kevin.
Kevin.
They're
we're
the
saying
same
the
fucking
same
thing.
word.
Ah,
Mental
you're right.
patients,
You're right.
women,
Yeah.
same thing.
Excuse me.
At the time,
Didn't
I
we
got
just
mixed
have
up.
this conversation about Tim's fucking ordeal?
That's true. That's true.
It's apparently a thing that even to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Captain Save-A-Hole over here.
Tim just starts finding nothing but lobotomized chicks.
Making them is more like it. No.
Your needle dick.
Anyway, thank you for listening to the show. Kevin's a cunt, and goodbye.